Hi everybody, we're going to do a bit of maths now. We're going to be looking at multiplying 4-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. Now this is very similar to 3 by 2. We're just going to be doing an extra step. It just means we need to stay focused for an extra step longer just to make sure we're getting the correct answer. So I'm going to show you this question first. What I want you to do, pause the video, have a go. Once you've answered it, unpause the video and I will show you how to work it out. So, first of all, we're going to do our 2 multiplied by 3, 4, 6, 8, 3,468. First, I'm going to do 2 times 8, and that, of course, gives me 16. Then, I'm going to do 2 times 6, and that is, of course, going to give me 13. 2 times 6 is going to give me 12, then I'm going to add my 1 here, and that is going to give me 13. But the 3 don't carry the 1. I'm going to do 2 times 4, and that is going to give me 8. Well, what do I need to remember for my 1? So that's going to give me 9. Next up, I'm doing 2 multiplied by 3, and that is, of course, 6. Well done if you got that. Have a think. What step do I need to do before I look at my calculation? Of course, I'm doing multiplying by 60, not by 6. So sort of a shortcut way, we can put our placeholder in instantly. Now we can do 6 multiplied by 8, that is of course 48, but that means 60 times 8 is 480, and you can see that down there. 6 multiplied by 6 is 36, add my 4 there is of course 40. Well done if you got that. And then I'm doing 6 multiplied by 4, or 60 multiplied by 400, and that is of course 24, but I need to add my 4, which gives me the 28. And lastly, I'm going to do 6 times 3, which is 18, add up my 2, which is 20. Well done if you got that. There are some big numbers there. You've got 208,000, or 208,080 is a very big number. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add them up. We can't forget this stage. 6 add nothing is of course nothing. 8 add 3 is of course 11. So I put the 1 down, carry the 1. 9 add 1 is of course 10. 6 add 8 is of course 14. Add the 1 is 15. 0 add 1 is of course 1. And 2 add nothing is 2. So well done if you got this number. There are a lot of steps involved there. And if you've managed to get that number, well done. If you haven't, rewatch that bit again. So, pause the video again, work it out, and then I'll work through the answers. Okay, so our first calculation is, of course, 6 multiplied by 5,413. So let's race through this. So we're going to do 6 times 3 is 18. We're going to put the 18 down. We're going to do 6 times 1 is 6. Add on the 1 is, of course, 7. Well done. 6 times 4 is, of course, 24. Add on the 1 is 25. Oh no, there is no 1, because 6 times 1 is 7. I apologise there. That 1 would have made more sense for me to cross it out, because I've confused myself. So 6 times 4 is 24. There's your 20, there's your 4. 6 times 5 is, of course, 30. Add on the 2, 32. Well done if you got that. What do we need to do? Placeholder, well done. So now we're multiplying everything by 80. 8 times 3, or 80 times 3, is going to be 240. 8 times 1 is, of course, 8. Add the 2 is 10. There's the 0, there's the 1 from the 10. 8 times 4, let me think. 8 times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So it's going to be 32. Add my 1, it's going to be 33. And finally, I'm going to do 8 times 5, which is 40. But I've got to add my 3, so it's 43. Well done if you got that. We're just going to add these up. 8 add nothing is, of course, 8. 7 add 4 is, of course, 11. 1, carry the 1. 4 add 1 is, of course, 5. 2 add 3 is 5. 3 and 3 is 6. And then we've got our 4. Well done if you got this number. So we've got one final one here. Work this out. And then we'll get into our activity. Pause the video, and then unpause it when you've finished. So I'm going to go through. So first of all, we're doing 7 multiplied by our first number. So 7 times 2 is of course 14. The 4 down, carry the 1. 7 times 1 is of course 7. Add the 1 is of course 8. There we go. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 7 is 49. Add the 2 is going to be 51. Well done. Now, multiplying by 90 rather than 9. So as a sort of a shortcut, / cheat, we're going to put our 0 in there because actually we're doing 90 times 2. So 9 times 2 is 18. 8 down, carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9, add 1 is 10. 9 times 3 is 27, add 1 is 28. And 9 times 7 is 63, add 2 is 65. Add them up. 4, 16, 2, 9, 10, 7. Well done if you got that. It's very similar to what we've been doing. There's just an extra step. So, what I want you to do, if you are doing the 1 chili challenge, have a go at this in a nice formal method. If you are doing the 2 chili challenge, there are 2 steps here. So this is the first question. Mrs. Andrews gives 3 of her children a calculation each. Which pupil has the largest answer? Now, some of you might be able to do that by estimating, and that's absolutely fine. But I would suggest you go through and you work them out just for a bit of practice. And also, we have these questions here. They are more worded questions. I'm not going to read them out. You can read them, pause the video, get the information out, and then answer them. And here it says, which of the following multiplications provide the greater answer? Now, you can estimate, and that would be absolutely fine. But just for some extra practice, it might be good to work them out, just to double check and to make sure. So we've got some answers for our 1 chili. Pause the video, go through, check that you've got your answers. Here we have Anita. She has the largest answer because you can see 27,000 is larger than 25,500 and 25,500. Turns out Barbara had the least. And here we go. We have this answer to this question. Pause the video. By all means, look through the answers. And here we go. Let's work this out. Some absolutely huge numbers. What I would suggest as well is practice reading these numbers. It's very difficult. So you've got 255,636. Practice reading them. Here we got some other ones. And some other ones. And some other ones. Keep practicing. If you need to rewatch the video, feel free.